Hey everybody. So I'm gonna film this video today. Need to get this ready, but we're gonna put that plow on this backhoe and I'll show you how I set that up. But obviously right now we need to take all this crap and knock it out of here. Anybody local will know we just got a sleet ice storm, so, and it's cold. Our salt's not really working that great. We need to scrape everything. Our plows have rubber edges, so rubber edges are great, but they're not. So we did these because it doesn't hurt the trucks, and our roads are pretty bad in here. It doesn't chew up the roads either, but there's a downfall too. They don't scrape very well. So that Fisher plow has a steel edge, but what we're gonna do is, give me a second. All right, that Fisher plow, that has a steel edge on it, and that works pretty good. I'll show you what we generally use it for, but for right now, I couldn't get my chisel out of my box this morning, but what we're gonna do is take this, because this is all frozen, and we're gonna go ahead and drill it out. I guess I'm gonna go get my other battery quick. Might have to go with this old school. I can at least get it somewhat started. Okay, old school it is. That batteries, both batteries are dead. So go ahead, chip at this. Well, you got the idea. Might have to go with this old school. At least get it somewhat started. Okay, old school it is. That batteries, both batteries are dead. So we're just gonna go ahead, chip at this. Alright, well, you got the idea. Okay, so got them clean. They don't have to be perfect, but now these are meant to go in your hitch on your pickup this way. I drilled this hole so they can go in like that. Now I expected that, so brought my little buddy here. Then we'll take one of our pins and make sure it goes in. Now, yes, that is going to definitely make it a little bit enjoyable to get out, but the thing is, this is a backhoe. We can pretty much go ahead and just put a pin through here, hook a chain on it, hook it to a tree and back it right out. We can heat it all up. It doesn't really matter. Make sure we get all the ice off. And then send that one in. Alright, that's pretty close. So we'll get this lined up. Okay, so whenever I put that plow there, it just kind of ended up where it's at. So what we're gonna do is flip this thing over. And then we'll spin it around right quick. Okay guys, now I'm at the point where we're going to use some manipulation here. So I need to get this plow up into these pinholes. And it's a heavy old plow. I'm not sure I can move it by hand. Oh, I got it. I forgot how this plow does move fairly easy. I have 3 sets of holes. Honestly, I don't know if it makes a difference on this in this application what I use them for or which ones I use. The bottom, I think, anyway. But the purpose of these holes is for your plow on a pickup needs to be level, and if it's not, then it kind of provides some creates issues. There we go, there's one pin. Put that bad boy in. We'll get this next one in. Throw a chain on and we're ready to plow. Oh man, that's slick right there. So at some point I need to weld a hook, but right now that's my temporary. Run the chain up there, and we're pretty much ready to get rolling here. Anybody wondering, it's last time I looked this morning at the temperature, it was 18 degrees. But need to curl back a little bit. I'm gonna have to readjust that. This plow needs, well, no, I guess I don't. I could pretty much, I got kind of an unlimited number of adjustments here, so I can do whatever needs to be done. Right now, let me do that and I'll be back. Okay. Alright, so we're going to start the mailboxes here. I salted this morning, but it needs to be scraped. I'm only really cruising here in second gear. I'll get up in probably third whenever I'm out on the roads. Now, I wish this setup had power angle. But beggars can't be choosers. So, go ahead and get that. I don't know how well this is going to work depending on the salt. Plowing a little bit backwards, but that'll allow me to figure out kind of where my plow needs to be. And then I'll go backwards. Well, the opposite way, I guess. And that's one thing where, like I said, power angle on this would be sweet. This isn't an ideal setup, but it does work pretty well. A bit to kind of remember how it was set up. Alright, and then what I'll do is I'll just angle my plow, or I'll curl my bucket up, and that kind of gives me, once I get it set right, I got to remember that I got to get back into the groove of plowing with this backhoe. I did it actually quite a bit last year. This thing works pretty well actually. It's a beast in the snow. that's really nice about this backhoe is I can change the pitch of the blade very easily to allow a more aggressive cut. Okay, so this isn't working too well. I'm gonna probably go ahead and maybe hit my something. Give this salt some more time to work. There are a few roads in here that get more sun, and that's some of the issue. Like this road we just salted today. This one is cutting off actually pretty well. Give me a minute here. Alright, so I'm gonna try something a little bit different here. This is how you adjust the angle on this plow. Actually, I'm going backwards with it. But I'm going to try to take some of the angle out of this. Let me set you guys up here. Try it there. With less angle, it should cut a little bit better. I need to pick the plow up so it's a little bit steeper. But, like I said, the setup's not ideal. But considering how crude of a setup it is, it works pretty well. Now, what I was finding yesterday is with a straighter blade, and actually it looks like it's working, a straighter blade does quite a bit to help, it scrapes better for whatever reason on this ice. I don't know what this plow weighs, it's heavy though. Does kind of stink about not having power angle is I mean, I gotta get out and do that, but the other biggest issue to that is I can't adjust it to get a better cut out of it in the cab while throwing snow. Like if I get a real good cut, then I'm risking rolling it off the other side. It's not quite straight there, but I mean, ideally, if you're gonna get this kind of stuff, the best thing you can do is, I mean, hope that you have some snow for it to fall on, because you can see where the roads aren't like super wide, and I'm actually plowing off some snow. It's cleaning right down to blacktop. We did pre-salt under this. But there's only so much that does. Whenever I get some more fun stuff. Alright guys, so I'm getting there, but the pitch of the plow plays a huge role in this. This road's getting beat with a lot of sun, so this one should clean up pretty good today. Earlier this morning, there was a car right here, I think. Might have been up just a touch further, right about here actually. I don't know what goes through some people's heads sometimes. You know, we get an ice storm, you see the road's icy. And I get it, the roads, you know, should be clean, but that's a little beside the point. But you know, let's take our car up the steepest hill in the development, one of the steepest. I can vouch that that's probably the second or third steepest hill in here. But I don't know. Everybody just likes to drive up the steepest hill and then complain whenever they get stuck. I don't know what you expect. This is working pretty good so far. I mean, it isn't perfect, but you got to get the ice off as best as you can, and then throw some salt down, and then you can usually come back at it again and clean it all perfect. Today, being with the sun, it's still cold out, but it definitely helps a lot. I got a couple more real big hills I'll show you, but you can see it works for what I designed it for really well. But it needs some modification. I need to throw a marker on this other side. This side's not necessarily, it doesn't necessarily matter. It doesn't articulate, which, like I was saying the other day, whenever I said about my other plow and my pickup has some slop in it, you need to have that, because if it doesn't, I'll show you what I mean coming up here around this corner. I think there's a good spot I can demonstrate it. You probably won't pick it up, but if the plow can't twist and follow the road, whenever you hang it over an edge, it won't clear the entire way of the road, if that makes any sense. See, now, like, I'll back up here, but see all that daylight under my plow? That's what happens. Here you go, guys. I don't know if you can appreciate that hill on camera in this or not, but I'll tell you right now, it's definitely not a joke. But now, because our other loader's down, I'm not going to take this off, but we have to load some salt. So I'm going to go back, it's actually lunchtime, but I'm going to go back to the shop and we're going to load up the truck. Unfortunately, we're going to use the back bucket, which it's going to take a little while, but not really anything fast about today's process, as much as we need it done. This is what we got to work with, so. so I'm gonna load this truck up. Unfortunately, we don't have our little loader, so we're gonna have to do some funky stuff here. But there's the setup. Works pretty good. But anyway, so here's how we're gonna go about this load and salt jazz. I'm gonna work this backhoe. Gonna push that. A little bit of throttle. Then you put your outriggers down. And I think you guys have seen me run this, so I'll take a few scoops. I'll shut this off. Save it for something good, but. Like I said, not at all how I want to load this truck. But unfortunately right now, we don't have a choice. This is a project that has to be done today because it's supposed to get down to I think 0 tonight, and tomorrow the high is 15. Doing something like this here, you take your bucket, you kind of dress the pile back up, push it out of the way. That way you're not don't keep pulling it towards you. Now we're on blacktop here, so I'm not scooping the whole way to the bottom. I'm gonna save this because I'm running out of memory, so. Alright guys, so I'm speed plowing it here. I'm in 4th gear. This thing gets alright. It does, I think, 22 or something like that. It moves for a tractor backhoe. But you can see just how far this thing will actually throw the snow. Problem is, at that speed, this thing's a rather bouncy mobile. But yeah, here I'll get another one here for you. Ready? Now keep in mind my plow's not angled all the way either. But it'll throw that snow. It's taking me a bit of time to get some speed up here, but there you go. I'm gonna go back into 3rd. Like I said, this plow works, but it's definitely got its drawbacks. But it's still nice. It's not really made to do. This was literally something I threw together to make get us out of a pinch, and it works better than I honestly expected it to. I had to do a little refinement. Last year I just let the cylinders on and it kind of just did whatever it wanted. You just dig this corner here into the snowbank, the one that you guys are looking at, and it did what it was supposed to do. This year I have it locked with that ratchet bar that you've seen. It does pretty good. I think I might get out and angle it a touch because it grabs them chunks of leaves and it doesn't throw them off the side like it should. Although, I think James is coming behind me here reasonably soon. so he can come behind with the plow and the dump truck and just come through here and just clean up what I'm not, clean up the crumb mess that I'm leaving behind with this plow. Part of it's just that this plow is so crude. Well, there's second gear. Unfortunately, now I'm gonna get to the slow part, but this backhoe doesn't have the gear. Third and fourth gear are road gears in this thing, and they're not really made to do any work. First and second are. So to do it right, to have any sort of, you know, power going up this hill, you got to go in second gear or first. Third, it'll start stalling out, and you can kill this backhoe by getting to the top. Actually, no, you can kill our little backhoe by the time you get to the top, because it'll just stall right out on you. This one will just slip the converter, which is no good, but it doesn't. Obviously, when you're plowing, the other day, I think I mentioned speed makes a difference when you're plowing, and it definitely does, because I don't know if you guys pick up that windrow, but it won't, you got to be able to throw the snow off the plow so it kind of rolls out. This just kind of leaves a mound off to the side of the plow, but that's okay. So it's like 3:30. It's working, but it's only working so good. It was pretty cold today, so honestly, the goal was to make it better. We knew we weren't going to get perfect, so you know, no matter what, you hope. But this worked out pretty good today. I got a few more roads to do, and then I'm going to wrap it up here for the day, head home and edit this video up. Anyway, if you like it, like, comment, subscribe. Catch you later.